Oh, there you are, YouTube. Doodaloo, 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 doo, doodaloo, subscribe. I think I lost my little jingle there. So, today I watched a film I'd never seen before. A movie that I know quite a bit about and had always known quite a bit about, just because it is so ingrained in our culture. But for some reason, the entire film, I have not seen. And I say like the entire film because as I was watching it today, I was like, wait a second, I think I know this part. And I envisioned this part from my childhood friend's living room. Like that sort of popped up, like is where my memory went. But I also know, by the way, the movie's Top Gun. I don't think I said that yet. The movie's Top Gun. I watched Top Gun for the very first time ever. But the memory that was popping up took place in my friend's living room, his TV room. He had like two living rooms. He had one of those types of houses. One that was for like sitting and one that was for watching TV. And I felt like I remembered a scene from his room with a TV in it. But my mind then was like, wait a second, no, you're thinking of Hot Shots with Charlie Sheen. And it's like, am I thinking of Hot Shots? Because I know Hot Shots and Hot Shots Part 2, but you know, the sequel really doesn't have anything to do with Top Gun. But Hot Shots, you know, is a spoof of this, and I'm just having a tough time remembering if I have seen a scene from this in my childhood friend's living room, or if I'm just remembering like a Hot Shots parody, because I've seen Hot Shots multiple times. It's been a long time, but I've seen that multiple times, and they are pretty close. My favorite's the frying of the egg on the belly there. I like the tricks, you know, on the motorcycle and things like that. That was all good. But I don't know. I think either both happened. I know I've seen Hot Shots multiple times, but I think maybe I've seen a little bit of Top Gun in my friend's living room, TV room, or I'm just thinking of maybe watching Hot Shots at his house. I can't remember. But anyway, after 3 minutes of talking about that, I finally watched Top Gun, and I'm just going to kind of give like an essence of it. I liked the vibe of it, that 80s-ness. It actually sort of gave me those very strong nostalgic feelings to where I'm sad I'm so old and not a little kid anymore, renting films that look like this or catching films on TV that look like this. That's just not like my reality anymore. I don't have cable, barely get 3 channels. Everything is streaming now, so catching movies naturally from the 80s doesn't happen anymore. I have to go to them myself. It's not just flipping channels. It's like, oh, hey, this is on. But I just liked that vibe, even though it was making me kind of sad. Like, sometimes nostalgia makes me happy, and other times it makes me sad. And this one was kind of making me sad. But I feel like this movie moves pretty quickly. I think it was like 109 minutes, so I don't know. It kind of skated through quickly. The action scenes I thought were nice, but every once in a while I was catching myself less paying attention to the action in the movie and more trying to figure out what I was looking at, that sort of thing. Like trying to orient myself, like, okay, this is a good guy, this is a bad guy, good guy, bad guy, that sort of thing, where I was just trying to orient myself. And I'm curious how the new movie is going to do with that, because I'm hearing 0 complaints about that movie. Actually, I did hear 1 complaint, but I'm guessing that the orientation of the action is going to be pretty well done, because I'm not hearing, oh, you get lost, because I did get a little lost here, and then my focus was, where am I, who am I, what point of view am I looking at right now, am I up high, am I down low, upside down, sideways, and what is it? So I guess that kind of like takes you out of the movie a little bit, or yeah, a little bit, to where I wasn't following the story of the action. I was just trying to locate the action. It was cool to see Meg Ryan in this in such a small part. I didn't even know she was in this movie, so that was kind of cool. It was kind of sad. Dr. Green from ER, his scene. He's actually married to Meg Ryan in the movie, and they have a little kid. And then I don't know, the kid. I just feel I don't know. I'm a parent now, so just stuff like that hits really hard when you see it. It's just I don't know. That was sad. We moved forward pretty quick. Also, it was interesting that you have all of these very, very, very famous people in it, and the only one that holds an Oscar was on screen for barely any time at all. Merlin, Tim Robbins, you just kind of see him at the end. I think you see him at the beginning also, but he pretty much has a helmet on the whole time until the very end, and it's like, wow, that's funny. Tim Robbins is like barely in this, has just a few lines, and he's the one holding an Oscar outside of all these people. Val Kilmer and Tom Cruise and Dr. Green from ER and Anthony Edwards and Meg Ryan, you know, so that was kind of interesting. But yeah, the overall vibe, it was just, it really made me miss my childhood and those types of movies. But it was, while it was sad, it was also a joy to watch. So I'm just glad I finally saw it. You know, I know so much about it, like all the songs. Like I would play volleyball as a kid, and someone taught me the Goose and Maverick high five. Like I knew that. I knew where it came from. It's just very woven into the fabric of the culture. So I knew so much about the film already, and now I finally saw it. If I've seen it, I don't remember all of it. I did have that little, you know, glimpse of memory, but I also think maybe I just saw a scene, or I'm creating a memory through Hot Shots, which could very well be. Love those spoofs, right? Okay, so yeah, Top Gun, I don't know, this is more, everybody else has seen it. This is just me recording my thoughts. If you watched this, thank you. If you made it to the end, thank you as well. And perhaps I'll see you tomorrow. Actually, I'm going to go see this probably next week, the sequel, the Maverick version, because I've just heard so many positive things about it, and everybody's saying you have to see it in the theater. So I'm going to try and make an effort to see it in the theater next week. I'd like to see it in the IMAX. That's my goal. Who knows? We also have a theater that has like these rumble seats in it, so that might be cool too, because we'll just be flying up there with Maverick and everybody. You know, I might do that. Although that screen isn't big. If that was on the big screen, see, I want a big screen with amazing sound. The movement is cool, but I want sound and screen size. So yeah. Anyway, now, once again, thank you for watching, if you did. And perhaps I'll see you tomorrow for more Pure Hangout.